Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Karmakar's Kitchen, and I Shruti Karmakar welcome you all to my channel. Today I am going to make potato wedges. Yes, crispy and crunchy potato wedges. You can have them right away or you can keep them refrigerated for your guest. It's up to you. So let's go and see what are the things we need to make potato wedges. For making potato wedges, we need potatoes, obviously. So I have taken 3 large potatoes, I have washed them and peeled the skin. These are regular Idaho potatoes. Now follow the steps of cutting carefully. First I have cut it into halves and then I'll make diagonal cuts to get the shape of potato wedges. Try to get equal sizes of wedges, otherwise some of the potatoes will remain uncooked. Check out the thickness of the wedges, it's perfect. Now I am cutting all the remaining potatoes. This way I'll get 24 slices of potatoes to make potato wedges. It's done and ready. Now it's time to wash it thoroughly with cold water. So now I am transferring it to a large bowl and wash it with fresh water for 3 to 4 times to remove starch. It's imperative to wash 3 to 4 times with cold water to remove extra starch, or else the potatoes are gonna stick to each other while frying and they are not going to be extra crispy. I have washed the potatoes for 3 times. Now I am covering it with water and leave it aside soaked for 15 minutes, and meanwhile I will prepare the batter for the potato wedges. In a mixing bowl I am adding all purpose flour, maida half cup, rice flour 1/4 cup, corn flour 2 tablespoons, salt to taste, about 1 teaspoon I am adding here, paprika powder 1 teaspoon, crushed black pepper or black pepper powder half a teaspoon, dried oregano leaves about half a teaspoon, garlic powder 1 teaspoon, onion powder half a teaspoon, red chili flakes 1 heaped teaspoon, cooking oil about 2 tablespoons, Once all the spices are incorporated, mix it very nicely. Apply your hand and break all the lumps. Now gradually add water and make a fine batter or slurry. Again mash and break any lumps if found. We don't want a very thick batter over here, so it's okay if it is little runny. So here we have our batter ready. Now let's go back to our potatoes. Now it's time to parboil the potatoes. Cover with water and turn on the heat. Add a teaspoon of salt and give it a nice mix. Do not overboil the potatoes, just parboil for 5 to 7 minutes. After 5 to 7 minutes, it's time to check the potatoes. So prick a potato with a fork and check whether it's parboiled or not. It's just the way I want it. It's not very soft, it's firm and holds its shape. Spread out on a tray and pat dry with a paper towel. At this stage, you can coat the potatoes with batter, let them dry and pop them in the freezer to use later or whenever your guests show up. Hob on and place a wok or a pan for deep frying the potatoes. We need enough oil for deep frying. Make the oil nice and hot, should be the temperature about 350 degrees. Now take each potato, coat with batter and drop them in the oil. The idea here is to fry the wedges twice, therefore I am just gonna par cook the potatoes. So each batch I'm gonna fry for 5 to 6 minutes. Once all the potatoes are par cooked, I'm gonna divide them into two parts, and one part I'm gonna double dip with batter and fry again, and rest of the potatoes I'm gonna fry as it is for the second time. It's been frying for 5 to 6 minutes. Now remove them on a paper towel. And now I'm frying the second batch. Now here we have all the potatoes part cooked, and some of the potatoes I'm going to double dip with the batter and fry again. This second coating will result into extra crispy outer crust. Fry for another 3 to 4 minutes. Remove on a paper towel, and here we have our golden fried double coated potato wedges. Hear the sound and you will know how ultra crispy it is. I don't know how well the sound got captured in the camera. Anyways, now I am going to fry the rest of the potatoes as it is. No double dipping this time. Again fry for another 3 to 4 minutes. And as you know, the second cooking will result in potatoes with a very crisp outer coating. Potato wedges are done and ready, and I'm super excited to share with you the 2 ways I make potato wedges. The final batch came out really nice. You can see it yourself. Actually, you can hear it for yourself. See how satisfying is the sound of crispy potato wedges. So how did you like the recipe? Do let me know in the comment box below, and also give it a thumbs up if you really liked it, and share and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with a new recipe next week. Till then, take a good care of yourself. Bye-bye.